Hey guys, here is my muzzleloader rifle that I picked up over the fall holiday, actually over the winter holiday. It's finally gotten warm enough outside for me to come shoot, and I wanted to make a little video real quick, show you what all goes into shooting a sidelock style muzzleloader. Now this is a percussion cap, 50 caliber muzzleloader, and I've just recently fired it, so the first thing I'll do is pull a hammer back and we're going to remove the old primer, which I believe just fell out. So the primer is out of the side lock. It's at half cock, so what we're going to do first, we're going to take and apply a cleaning jag. It's just a bore brush. And I'm going to swab out the barrel. A couple of times there. I'm going to take some Thompson & Center bore butter, apply a little bit of that to my cleaning jag, my bore brush. I keep saying cleaning jag, it's bore brush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape some of that off into the bore, and I'll run that up and down the barrel a couple of times. Clean the excess off the top. Very, very dirty. Get rid of that. Now we're going to apply the loading jag. This is a loading jag for it. It's rounded on the inside, helps keep the round shape on the lead ball, on the conical, depending on what you're shooting. Now it's time to load powder. Get my powder charge here. I'm going to set that to 70. There's 70 grains of powder. Powder horn. Blow the excess off. And that is 70 grains right there. 70 grains is a pretty standard charge for shooting round ball at targets. It's enough to get your shot down range. It's enough to be accurate. Doesn't put a waste on your powder reserves. Now, you see I'm tamping. You see that bounce I got there? That's what you're looking for. That means your powder is nice and packed. Okay, I'm going to take one patch. Ooh, there goes my stuff. One patch, 150 caliber ball. What we'll do is we'll put the patch on top of the muzzle. Put the ball on top of that. This is a T-handled starter. It's got a short starter and a long starter. I'm going to take the short starter first. I'm going to drop it on the ground. Take the short starter. Until your shot is in the muzzle. Then we're going to take the long starter and seat it. And now, take your ramrod with your loading jag. You're going to seat it all the way down in the powder, and then you're going to tamp it again. I'm just picking the ramrod up and dropping it. When I get that bounce, I know that I'm bullet sealed perfectly on top of the charge. You take the load jag off. Replace the ramrod. You're right, I'd be dead by now. Gun's on half cock. Go ahead. This is a capper. It's loaded with, there's only 5 or 6 more caps left in that. Let's put a cap right in there. That cap is right on this nipple here. Okay. At this moment, the gun's on half cock, it will not fire. Okay? It's getting windy out here. I'm going to set my trigger. The secondary set trigger reduces the tension on the primary trigger. Gun's still on half cock, it will not fire at this point. Now we're going to move the camera over to here. Apologies. There we go. Now, going to take the hammer, full cock, gun's now loaded, primed, full cock, ready to fire. Shooting at an 8-inch target at approximately 50 yards. So, take aim, place your front sight on the target, place it in the notch on the rear sight, and squeeze your trigger. Alright. We'll take a quick trip down range. No one's here. We'll take a trip down and see where I've been hitting. There's a hot mess today, isn't it? Muzzleloader that I'm firing is 50 caliber. It's standard caliber. For 50 caliber is synonymous now with the really big sniper rifles that the military is using, and that's not what this is at all. This is the original 50 caliber, and it's just little lead round balls. Very low powder charge to it. But as you can see, I got a couple of shots here that were off paper, but as you can see right here, these 4 shots are the last 4 shots that I've most recently taken. These 2 up here, they were shots with a dry barrel. This one actually pulled really hard because the caps didn't go off when I initially shot it. You can actually see there's a very low shot that went through here, and if I'm not mistaken, it actually looks like it got that piece of twine. Might have cut through that because that was right behind where that little hole was, right there. But you can see we're 50 yards out, and this is a very tight grouping for just round ball and 70 grain charges. I have yet to find one of my shots after firing it that would be entirely too cool, but I haven't found one yet. So, but yeah, that's everything that goes into firing an old flintlock style. Well, it goes into firing any muzzleloader, whether it's a sidelock, a percussion cap, a flintlock, or one of the more modern inline styles. They all take about that long. As you can see, this video is hitting 7.5 minutes now, and I just timed myself actually before making this short video, and it was exactly 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go from firing the weapon to firing it again, and the entire loading procedure that goes into it. But I'm really looking forward to taking this one out hunting season this year. So, deuces.